part 1 of the Goblin Mask tutorial as seen in my Green Goblin cosplay. Now, again, I just need to reiterate, this is just the face, so the teeth, the nose, the ears, and the forehead, not the cowl part of the Green Goblin Mask, but that's fine. So again, this is part 1. Part 2, I'll put a banner somewhere up here. Also, full disclosure, I filmed this in a really weird way, so you're going to see some time jumps, and I really apologize about that. I've tried editing it to make it as streamlined as possible, but there will be some continuity discrepancy. Sorry. Anyway, let's get to building. Alrighty, so to begin making the Goblin Mask, you're going to need to print out the pattern. You will also need 5mm craft foam, a Sharpie, a craft knife or X-Acto knife, and some sort of glue. I prefer cement glue. To begin, cut out all of the paper patterns. You're also going to want to cut out the little V marks on B1 and A9. Then draw out the paper pieces onto the craft foam. Make sure to mark each foam piece with the correct letter and number, as well as the cutting guides, those little lines and dots on the paper patterns. For all the pieces that you need 2 of, make sure to mark the second piece flipped or mirrored. Now it's time to cut out the foam pieces. However, you do not want to cut out the little V marks on B1 and A9, simply mark them. Edges with line markers indicate that you need to cut away from the shape at about 45 degrees. This creates an extended face. Edges with dotted guides indicate that you need to cut into the shape at about 45 degrees. This creates an inverted face. Another marking you're going to see is this transitional mark, where you have an outward or inward cut right next to a straight line cut. This is signaling when one fluid motion go from an outward cut to a straight cut in one motion. The result is this outward cut to the straight in one smooth face. Once everything is cut out, we're beginning with A1. Add glue into the gap along the center like so, as well as adding glue to each end of A1 here and here. Next, apply glue to both the side edges of A2, here and here. As well, you're going to take A3 and apply glue to this edge. Once all the glue is set, press the 2 ends of the gap on A1 together. The piece will curve, which is what we want. This is the forehead of the mask. Next, attach the 2 A pieces on each end of A1 along the longer edge of A2. finally attach A3 to A2 like so on either side of the mask. Okay, next find A4 and A8 pieces. Line up the edges of A4 and A8 like so, and mark out where A8 will sit on A4. Then apply glue to this marked out area on A4 and the bottom of A8. Once the glue is dry, simply place the A8 pieces onto the marked zones of A4. Next, apply glue along the inward cut edge of each A4 piece here. We're also going to apply glue to either side of this long spike going off of A1. Once the glue is set, begin attaching the A4 piece to A1 starting at the bottom, like so, and working your way up to the top. At the top, you're going to need to curve A4 to meet the curve of A1 like so. As you can see, we've now made the goblin's nose. Next, apply glue to this side edge of A3. Also, take A5 and apply glue to the inward cut edge like so. Once the glue is set, press the inward cut edge of A5 to the edge of A3 here and here. Alright, the next step is going to apply glue to the outward cut edge of A5 and this edge of A4. Once the glue is set, press the pieces together like so. And as you can see, the mask is really starting to come together. Next, apply glue along these bottom edges of A3 and A5. Then take the A7 pieces and apply glue to only the inward cut edge, like so. Then find the two A6 pieces and apply glue along all three of the inward edges. Once the glue is set, take one A6 piece like so and glue it to the bottom of A5. Then take A7 and attach it first to A6 like so, and then to A3. Repeat this process for the other side of the mask. Next, take A9 and apply glue to either side of the two marks on the top of the piece. Once the glue is set, press A9 into the corner between A6 and A7 like so. This is the upper lip of the mask. Next, we're going to start building the bottom jaw. Find the two B1 and B2 pieces. Apply glue to this bottom edge of each B1 piece, like so. Also apply glue to the inward edges of B2. Flip it around so you're seeing the bottom of the piece, and apply glue here. Once the glue is set, press the two B2 pieces together along the inward cut edges like so. Then attach the B1 pieces to the bottoms of B2, starting from the bottom here. That's as much time as I have for part 1. Somewhere here will be the link for part 2 for the building instructions for the Goblin Mask. I hope you're having as much fun building it as I did developing it. It's one of my favorite patterns. So anyway, on to part 2. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more cosplay content.